na menstrual cramps how we na pain na face so arthritis how wet it we me bo ahonka heat patch hu de rama na kotobi no pain in 2025 and beyond wo de tobi na fatari baby pain no why green label no we hu defeat some wire no last one na be hu deep brown na fatari baby ya na sha watari egusu kwa adwuma ko wunjuma so da yo be so ye bia betimi aye when you so better na pain no kokra emba bio na ahunka hit patch na me ba hu de rama no o pebi atopa dia ko origin chemist art farmer DM sphere sub health and I face kuma say Danny farmer woko Danny farmers ubenya bi ewo kuma se saso and I woko Panacea pharmacy a won sabe kan be and I face ko friend Gapson pharmacy Eastern chemist Tamale Malarigo pharmacy Takrade Boakwa pharmacy and I face Knock chemist won sabe kan be regional distributor mon friend number 0599802297 and I face 0248509003 and I say 0536645334 and they are home can hit pad. Where Japadia da hona fe hu de ode ye ana pa wote min Kenya e hye wo bu ya hu de on fanya hu na nkrata ne da hode hye wardrobe mu me pacho yibra ne fan ko ya adwuma ano na Eclipse collateral management for some min kan chere say ano hu adwuma do mu ye expert enti property no nkrata ne da hono mo fabra e betimi amana wo sika ma o e betimi ahwe dani de nyina mo so mo pe collateral no Safata says, Moko Eclipse collateral management for her. Namunio Monko din komo. Collateral hunya de ana ye de. And into the so pebi pa de akwaji a juma contract. The patcho Eclipse collateral management for no Monko din komo. What you show more dental barrier near Medimosis Hospital no. And after some ben West African SHS war no. In Chemuhan or Moben. From on 054-383-2466 054-383-2466 yeah, Eclipse collateral management. Who come on a minute here? 44 minutes past the hour of 7. Memau akwa babium eba Kessben Maakye midin ere omansomfo Kojo Preko Dankwah. O shame ewo Kessben TV a mema wache Emma good morning. O shame ewo YouTube so on Kessben TV and I face so on Facebook Kessben TV. Wa shame across the country, across the world. Mema good morning, good evening na face so mema wache ewo Ghana memo hana. Won so shame ewo radio so no and I would see me ewo radio so no Kessben 92.9 Kessben 92.9 onsa ebe kame ebe hono afis on Facebook bi ono when yam Kessben TV akọ 92.9 Facebook Kessben 92.9 on Facebook onsa ebe kame ebe hono also I share me with DSTV channel 364 and I feel so Go TV no channel 121 onsa ebe kame wo honom na fe yendi nkomo yen hwe de ekọ ene de ebe nyina when it comes to omamunsem ene de ekọ be nyina 940 na mejede no abawie ye na mebra panyin Jolaka de Medford action no Atwaso Aman from 9:40 downside to 2 p.m. with all the lovely, exciting, exclusive sports in Ninano or the Nina Ebe Brown right here at 92.9 and then 93.3 in Kumasi and then all the channels in Ninano on Sa Ebe Camp Medford action right after Michaud no. Akwan wansam de aya na ye kan ehu hia yie pa isane se eno aso na se bi yenam yekọ ye nnwuma so eno aso yenam na se bi enuane a esese efi farms big farms no farming communities na bedu cities towns ni nyina no akwan ho asem na esese ye kan ekwan na nya ema lorry fare ne kosro ekwan na nya ema ye cars intem kwan na nya so ema ye accident me no ka say accident nko a esi within the last 6-7 months no so say them say the COVID ekum ye nyina enti no se ye ka ekwan ho asem a aya na mani agi hu ye pa isane se eboa ema bibia etumi ekoye economy no run smooth. It's one of the pivotal areas yeshe na yetumi edi hu nkomo enti na Abaya besi anko nyina no obeti year of road obeti say ye road we 10,000 kilometers ye 1 kilometers ye say and ho komo and ne ye ba bedie no. But then the accountability series na ekoso no it was the turn of the road minister Meka honorable Govins Agboja our minister for roads and highways edu in the 10 say ono so any update for the past 6-7 months or the babe to dwana fe ya hwe akwan ye we nim projects and afi so contractors on musika ene hawa endema betumi akoni nyina no ono so ebetu dwa na nsam de wabrobro so bi pa wakeka nsam yie pa. Now it has become a clash of the titans between the minister now governs Abuja and afi so the previous government making the NPP government also led by Honorable Francis Asenso Boache, also talking about roads. Any akwanya sebio omo any de omo so omaye any hun sem bebre ye ba bedi hun komo yi pa. But yentie Honorable Agboja yenhwe mo Kessben TV na face on DSTV na face go channel no yenhwe owura Agboja ensema odi bi etudwa na face yen mo 92.9 no so no yentie no na fe ye ba yene penfo edi hun komo na fe analysis ni nyina no ye de ni nyina atudwa.
Everybody knows a road that was built which should last for 10 years which is failing. What we are doing is to let agents of state who look into this to look into them. But going forward, we are saying that from now, contractors who get work must show competence and commitment to do the good job. For instance, we notice at the ministry that contractors get work and then when they are asked to buy, let's say, performance bond, they go to an entity, the entity without making any checks, give them some cover, believing that government will never come back to cash the bond if things go wrong. Let me sound this warning. From now, when you are a contractor, you do work, and the work fails without explanation, we shall cash the bond. We shall cash the bond to use to restore the road. If you are a consultant, before you get work at the Ministry of Roads and Highways from now, you will need to buy professional indemnity insurance. Because if you supervise work that fails without any explanation, we will draw down on your insurance cover to make sure we cover the damages that you have caused. So this is a very clear message to contractors and consultants. We are no longer going to tolerate shoddy work under any circumstances. And also the third leg, staff of my agencies who supervise. And indeed, read what the finance minister said and part of our laws. If you are working with highways, feeder road, urban road, and you supervise work or authorize payment for works that were not done or were not done properly, if we find you out, you will be surcharged. I think that is just quite clear. That is the only way we can restore some sanity and decency and also improve the quality. The fifth point I want to talk to you is about a modern tolling regime in Ghana. You all know that notice that prior to the previous government's attempt to foist e-levy on the people of our country, they unilaterally decided to zero the collection of road tolls in our country. As principled as we are, we spoke against that even at the time, encouraging government to restore the tolling. They refused. They attempted to bring it back at the tail end of their regime. We were consistent and principled and asked them to bring it back. And indeed, prior to the election, we made it clear in our manifesto that we'll bring it back. My brothers and sisters, what are we doing now? To improve the maintenance regime, Cabinet has given approval for the reintroduction of road and bridge tolls with a focus on modernizing the collection of these tolls. We have done the transition, that we want to transition to electronic and automated tolling, auditability of revenue inflows, improve user experience and reduce congestion at toll points. The ministry has launched a concessionaire pre-qualification process so far. Public advertisements have been done. A pre-qualification conference was held on the 3rd of July 2025. 12 firms have submitted applications currently under evaluation. Proposed new toll rates have been submitted to Parliament via Ministry of Finance to determine the rates we are going to be charging when the toll is implemented. We are hoping that this will be based on electronic platform. There will be no physical barriers on any road, and the tolling would only apply to roads that are engineered, meaning that roads that have been fixed. So we don't intend to put tolls on any rough road and other things. But when we make interventions, then we can toll them to raise more money to maintain that.
Okay,
and fix
so
other
that is
in the
current minister for roads and highways, so governs Abuja. And I think that Odin 70 Brenana Tuja, and I'm beginning to love him. I'm loving Uragbuja ne Jumaye. And the kind of action, proactiveness, or they to Hosisiano. Maybe whom come ye because I have a lot of things to talk about when it comes to Yakwai and Sama Ura Abuja Air Cano. Like I said, we didn't come Wakasa actually Ghana mind. But one of the things all kinds is here, I'm personally to John Sanama Humano is the fact that Rotos, a best sign Abba cabinet approval, but as to say here a bedroom. And also another matter, and that's another discussion altogether. But that brings me back to and say the roto no so bad. What it means is that omwa na sebio you better on my shame on omodiako. Omuna so nebitua roto no, and then how much is going to come into it, I'm sure say omode just oppose rate and I say current prices on be charge ye to kwaya Kumasi takra dene bolgani da kenyina omune bedi hu enkomo me kwana me Samuel Amwa or deputy national PRO ama GPR2 many ndi nkomo me gide yese otie onaba gboja fitin ra ebe se semra me no kase ni impression ene hawa enema esi ebeko amomo ekra ahyen no me da se oni e eba bedi nkomo ora sami bibia boko de ma che
meje so yeah
nice Ekomodie na egusuo no ya kwan ho nsem de me kan na me se ehia me yie pa ene ehia Ghana man so yie pa na first of my main impression wetie eye Uragboja and some okekan ni bi no o impression utie no eto saying
me da say Kojo mame chia o ne wetie fo ahwefo no pe ni wadwuma ye fo nyina no road minister Uragboja aba ba kasa na kasa ni mu no say eniama na ye hwehwe say obebobọ so ni nyina na obobọ so no of which some of us were very impressed about aging any example or more at the far, or minor quantum phone because he has for the Kasana one car acquire once a man actually that's what to body abortion attachment. Now she and farmer I was impressed. But then Wakasa now this is not the first time I had to Kasa a free among your phone chain. Wakasa, na say Kasa said the toy asuma deno. Omit me 2 months na yezu e die hubi. Let me enjoy me amo budi gu akwan bu say because of me. So no, I was impressed.
Okay, and the whole can say I'm on your seminar and our politicians are by brain but walking the talk is what you are asking. Say
that is it. That is perfect. They have to walk the talk. It's not only about talking because in some the TBA kafache abamba ku bitwe mkoi okan kwan wasem be ni say maybe die nka ho asem bebre but ono nso akeka ne de they should walk the talk. Now you the reality, the feasibility you say ade no wo a yen so itime witness it.
I promise you, sir, in the next almost about 3 weeks ahead of us, Aban ebe release almost about 4 billion Ghana cedis ama air contractors. omo edwuma bi anan komo ya obrani beka the Stout Road project na ewo wa kwan mu anan ke so mudi ho komo no omo entumi end in the next 3 weeks or so aban be release almost about 4 billion Ghana cedis amasa these areas. One of the major ones na yedi ho abobo pa Pokwase say yes you be release sika in the next 3 or so weeks na ma contractors no obi beka wa wo utwi ahyen na mumkra ahyen mode kono. How did you feel?
You me that say me too say me manage ho papa ye say aban na dwen say o release this sum of amount no na all the assign contractors are enam sika ni wonti omo hold on adwuma omo ye no you mu binom no we were impressed. They heard him say obetu sa na money. They say you just mentioned Pokwase in Saum Road. Papa me free in Saum na wo for Krubi won Saum on my process krum. Twa ho kwan da enam na nse se dia kwan na yenti a me de ma dodge dia kwakofa Medina. Ni me see aburu ni me sane from because of Pokwase amasa man kwan na
nra so na me so mefa.
Oh, and we are necessary. Me koya de me de ade komo bi wa salaja honum baby twa musika so antina said the tie say me fa kwan so kodu. To be honest with you, I not pay SSM me de me car shop. I'm telling you, I not pay. I have to send the vehicle to the workshop. I just say me tin noise kese pa wa se nya sen kutua. E di enti ni nyina ne se kwan na nwe ne se. Drive the bi onam sa kwan ni su bia esu. Even passengers crap also a ticket mobi or basic from any sisi na ya the fact all the pain for crat na kanima undru hospital krana awaka em wa the aticket ni enti say ban say o release sika no mo dey yes na me ya em say sika ni nya ba ya omo ni kan for mani nche sa Pokwase amasa man kwan na assessment you know no many age say ban etu sa na mo ndi say sika na ba na mo sika na ba ma omo nane nkwanta na yinti esika ba no mfanya ne yensu ehunu bi.
Okay. Me the kind can say akwan hu hia ye person say it is one of the pivotal areas boa ema economy no etumi ejina ne naso ye. For instance say ya kwan asabi ye de co-farming areas so mode aduane brɛ wo town cities ni nyina no say yenye ya ha adwene ye pa. But me say one of the major issues ye be di ho komo me no minim say ade hia pa is the road tolls. Na yes say the eba back no. Indeed what chemu say sisia no omba no more electronic platforms no we use no more. First na road toll wo ho ye fi ho no. Now you sign the eba wo your shankani. How would you take this?
Me da say road to the o share area nsan nyina ukokuru bia developed country bia road tools wo ho. I can't do away with road tools because enumu na aban digiti cannot dey see akwan e dey amaye. Ebra road to yo mu yi free ho na ye dey na enye ye ni so ade hu ana say ye nhwe nim so mu ni road tool free ho na mum ne ane ye ka ho asem say ye gigi sika no na anati ye tua sika no na ye hu akuntabu na ne ye so mo de ye man no so mo mpa anye na mire bi ura makwata ebe ka ne sen ebe ka say sika no kura bi nyunu gu ne ye kika ka ho ne ade no na no na ye how number 2 so has to do with the traffic congestion o share most of the places are you try to na ubu na agba peso o ka so ewum o ba ka ne sen sam kwan so tem oba akrata mamoto we tem chese be bia ye twato bia oba shifuel pa ansa wasa kutua ka e dia ma ban ji sika no so a ye hunu be bia ko eno na ye how enti sabe no em say before say aban fufuru e be ba ye didi hu komoni ade enso e dia ade nkyere say yes if the road tolls will come back we welcome it ye be gi atum na number 1 omo nhwe say sika na ye ba betua no ye be hunu hu akontabu disabre na aban so odeba oye no more electronics said the be ya ebia number 1 nhemudi aye ni omudi ni kire say se ne ane ye ka say traffic congestion ni ade no enkoba ne sa if you say omo be system to the extent say udu a uche ma na peke na atel and I don't know how they are going to do it of which we are waiting for them some be my more education on that Biomu so and also beboa emesicano so and yes taprache obi tiki osunuma or GG Ticano. Now at the end of the day no what the actually butum because minia maminka wincho timer you can say omucha roto no minya kwenya any kaswa toll booth attendants ni bi enya nhyiamu nia omuni mi nkomo omuni mi di ye no na che say the day no sika ni ye dwiri e free e can say kaswa toll booth nkwa it's close to about it's about close to about 40,000 Ghana cedis and no munye free e onkuto kaswa nkuto aye chese sama omoye ni abeji sikale ye jinso aye hunu ba bia eko ni adwuma esese disabre aban say all the system bi ba a ebe monitor sikaje no sika no be ko can say an appropriate quarters there will be proper accountability now for adwuma esese omode ye no so matimi di aye ne pepe ya shenkafo ye ni hu asem ka bia. Number 2 also has to do with ahe any betua and also ya de ba kwa ye share nim say sikano nso aye ba betua no aye mbia ye tua dada na ye 1 Ghana cedi ni 2 cedis ni 50 pesos ni ade no ente sanso ahe no mo de ba the omode ba no nso kwan ben so na eba be affect him because unim say yenso adwuma aye no me de ya me kan say tokoton adwuma na ye adwuma na ye bu akonta sisi etiminya ye sales yenya efu afika yenya bidi to a de be siesie ye cars na de keka ka ho enti e kan be do so ma ye bebre so a ubo na ya he na ya chiche de amati mamufo ni nyina ya cost sharing na chesi ye tutu ani ye ko yanim ya no so ya de ba ko so ye he nim sa ban be me yehu sikatua no so sika sen e no mbeji e wo sa to na omde ban but in all to no omde ban we welcome it.
And I feel crass so no how many times na kwabrani betwa no say menne mabesi twem ko your friend is saying tema na matwem ko tema na me san babaka me san besi ko bio me san twabium and I said yeah
that's it those are the things before say beba no omo be stakeholder engagement na yes. You know the transport sector no so yetimenya akwanya ni omo hia yenya ntiase ni ya ne enso betima chire mu de atire ya hyenkafo no mo so tini awe kam no ne
no correct because me hwe senior kona say yanya ne sa ebe ha adwene sa ne say I mean so wo hwe senior ye twa road to okrom hanom na if a day say me call tema 3 times I have to pay 3 times. I mean it's not fair and I me twa ba ko a the whole day affair amamia na 1 week affair tese me besia ko more than 3 times I mean to me and I say me take tema na me ba adwuma e wo eye enkran na anope me besia me twa me san ko bia me san twa o chena no pa me kwa me twa me besia me san twa san e ba be na and then again we should also be looking at the fact that se be the basisi na ahe ene e betwa because unya kokasa electronica what it means is that as I said you upgrading them now ejina so 24/7 and indeed that is where one of the worries are. I mean 24/7 electronic nya fe na mabedu wa homache na me ba adwuma no medu ho no na electronically no we boss wa enye krom ha no no o be boss fin afi na emfa na waka ho ba no so etwam na fe ontumi mesin kwa adwuma no. We need to be critical about issues with digitalization in this country. Because maybe I be jina ho ya ahomache me de me card akire ana camera no ahwe me yi no na afi emfa afi ne yesi ekofa IT ni aba be check ya mayen na je se yen ma ye ba adwuma ahomache nyina no yakam yentumi mbese nkwa adwuma. So if indeed ye ba be ye na se ye yi human attach efimu dia we should be able to check 24/7. Say, some machine edisi hono. Eba be ye juma na nya fe na mapon 6 o'clock na me kono. Yes, machine na jamo. Entumi nye na juma. Entumi nye sene fata. We need to look at that. One of the issues are na me so me di hun komo yi. I mean when Abuja can say onaba Abuja can say omu yusu aye digital no. Then I ask myself, once upon a time na yenu anoma sebi omo entumi enye adwuma no meka eye disability for no omo na no omo etete eye to na no sisi ababe ne digital. I'll ask my question. Sa yenuanum yi a sebi ye jiomu fi ekwan hu omo doso disability fu adwuma ni ho saa nkrofo no ye be your modien. Now you are doing digital. Enti saa nkrofo no ye be your modien. That is one of the questions maybe here. But yanko na fe yanko share a minority, ni minority so omo issues or omo edebe too. Indeed, when it comes to a road inspections Urak Bojani ni team you know. They say they cannot boast of that said 10,000 or so kilometers now. Previous government they touted the year of road ni no. Omoko inspection no, nothing of that nature exists. Omo inspections omo koye yebedi akwanho adwuma enepa but yen hwe na fe yentie minority led by honorable Francis Asenso Boache, former road minister, and also nsema ode atudwa.
The minister claims that President Akufo-Addo's widely acknowledged achievement of constructing over 13, he mentioned 10,000, but the original figure is over 13,000 roads, is a mirage because he did not see any such roads during his recent tour. This is not only disingenuous, but gross attempt to politicize hard facts. Let us put the matter on record, set the record straight. Between 2017 and end of 2024, the Akufo-Addo administration undertook road projects totaling 13,624 kilometers. This is in clear contrast to the 4,636 kilometers executed under the Mills Mahama administration of 8 years. These over 13 kilometers comprise new constructions, asphalt overlays, graveling and graveling, reconstruction and partial reconstruction, upgrading and rehabilitation works. These facts have been presented repeatedly, yet the Honorable Abuja continues to ignore them, perhaps because the unprecedented scale of road development under Nana Dankwah Akufo-Addo unsettles the current administration.
Okay, and Honorable Asenso Ochre Francis and yetene kan ono so ede ne de tu dware but mame nkọ back na me ne owura Samwalamu enwie or deputy national PRO my GPR me ne nwie when it comes to the toll booth na fe yemra back with them some few analysis that we're going to do and then we'll head back to other issues and all that. Sami, sorry, Ola no na emu kakra ntino. What's up back here? So now our toll booth so now me can say now that we're going to do it electronically. You need challenge. You know you three cars no ahemfo you need challenge but me show back one me dey to any me say me do ahomachi na afi electronic no afi eno a enso me so am ntumi nko ba no so a etwem wa wuntumi maba no so no aka say wutwem yes technical challenge ye twen IT ni no aba be check am and all that sanema we nyina ye be check ni nyina ensan say so onya boss so electronic dia pressure beba so and you know we need to fix those things and all that but say eba say ye dey roto no sika no bana say yam fremo enemo ndi hu nkoma because we hear say even the 1% levy near the 2 no so cry no asena sebio yan sheda no mo ndi hu nkomo sa I am foreseeing say ebia sa na beba no so ebe ha mo kakra wa hu
minia ebe ha ye eni ade ba ko aya na aban aya omo betina akunya so no mo ya na yedi omo ho ya o esi de dafa che o hye oman nimpuntu ne nkan kwa uyi ahyenkadwuma efirima enye yeda ena oka ahyenkadwuma nso a uyi GPR2 firima enye yeda nti ade bia aban bia ede ba a efa ahyenka ho adwuma no yede yensusu hu ne se enka mo wo mpadimfo sadia ye pese yete ahyenka ahyentuabo so ana yeto so a ye ne obuhia no na nka matonsa ede afren o se ne ye pese ye mo nso ye gima adwenkyere tafa che mabo ma ye munsusu hu ayem mo nhihye kura po a mo de mo ndi adwenkyere no na ye hunu se ye nso no mo de ye nso abamu bi ba de aye behunu na se putupuru na mo de aba say yentia anase putupru no de aba be hye yekon ene ade bi ha adwen papa ye yenya akwanya bi adanu ya asa one Ghana cedi kan say dum so le bi ya ebe ya o man boy amani yenya akobra ye kan say aban ye mfiri wo na oni antrance anya nhwehwemu ni ade 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 a chen besi on omo frɛ ya ekotrance ya ka kire omo say in fact ade bi a entwa yi Momo can say going forward and it will not happen like that again. So we are looking forward to with this, like so much suffering. Even it's not only the cancer secretary numpo. And when she share any idea in a system it needs more education. That's and Caponi in Ano. It ain't a fair idea about the whole thing. It will be easy for us. Yes, you able to match it. You must actually it is stakeholder engagement in there. And who's near and papa after buying to me and turn some friend was anxious. Na yensu ye hunu mu bi ebi esiko mo de ba o da bi mo de ba se ya ebi betima ha adwen o munye ni se ni mbobo ho because to ni de ya dia to se mbra nti no no ese so mutimi to nsafre o man to nsafre dia be ha adwen papa yi
Sami ye better say radin show na on show adwuma so ndem on da nyina
amen on yes asuma
yes that's pa ye ne somewhat amwa na ye no edi enkomo efa de ekoso when it comes to roads yakwan na face so endema oragboja de etu dwanom ehonsem na ye di ho enkomo but quick one again the time me say my pair ora governs na sem when it comes to nedwuma oye no is the fact that oyiyi ensem ni nyina eto hono ma ye nyina ye ti ase Ghana man. These are the challenges that we have. One of the challenges or some boss has always been say sebisi car ye de akwan no aya na a delay pa and I face no procurement challenges a problem. Then he raised one important issue. Say there was shortage of qualified technical staff to oversee a construction of our roads. It is say to krom nyina no technically there were issues when it comes to yakwan omo ba be hwe yakwan no na omama no akotintiama ye. So is that the fact that ekwan ye nyina echi endi 2-3 months nso tope na anwen ne se na egu honom na eseye cars no nyina no we had issues when it comes to qualified technical staff. But quickly, my men call ahumano so na mene ora Reginald Obey or ye chairman Emma Chartered Institute of Buildings. Mene omo ending komo ni share what ora gbojade to dwa no almost omo perspective na fe ending komo ko details ni share de betumi aye wo ho. Ora Reginald memo ache eba Kessben Maakye so.
Oh, na Kojo michawo tifo so nyina se bibia boko
Erade adom yeso ye ho ye pa migidi yesa wo so ho ye na ebusanfo nyina
obia ho ye nyame adom
ye de erade ase uti ora agboja
mitie kakra na me meeting bi but I think say producer briefing me kakra nti mitie emu kakra
okay one my mission say fi the 4 billion allocation that is coming from the big push now the new government there to just it is part of omonium yama Ghana man etumi akon nanim yie no one of them has to do with roads and then issuing of by end of July 4 billion Ghana cedis I want to be to contractors sika because most and as a chunk of the roads in Inano they are stalled projects was system ni mu a ehun hia se fata se contractors no almost akon musika na omo de kotwa projects no so I think they almost conclude almost about 1,000 or so projects scattered across the country masane mano contractors into me enko omo nyuma so when you hear such news Mufan is saying as Institute of Chartered Institute of Buildings.
Okay. Kojo the woman is you better abayase say why sa we take initiative here auditia eka na mekasa suma Ghana Chamber of Construction Industry it could be all contractors na omo built environment Chartered Institute of Building engineers surveyors say nyina ya bom ne form Ghana Chamber of Construction Industry. Them say embrace no ya de to abanim say nkomboa ye members bia contractors na nka aketua say nkomunya for adwuma mo aye dada enye de ebe ye fufuro de amaye dada arrears aban so tie asupem na we yi 4 billion dollars out of 21 million. Na so hwe mu a about 19%. Odi obi ka 100% no we tue mu 19%. Na ye fa ni se aban ayebi nanso the other bay de ensu bebia because already members contractors see omajiji loans for bank no de aye adwuma nti sika bay to account ni ma bank for na den efa na sika bay so aban expectation ka we tia 4 billion ko for be call ana contractors be kwa kogu kwan so aye adwuma Kojo de wo minister sika bay ni nyina kotua arrears loans a yajeje dada nke di ye adwuma no nke be se aban ebetumi de kakra asa ka ho a ayesa de be sini se contractor be sa kobiom akodi loans na chese de bia no contractors adwuma ye ne se ye ji sika na de aye adwuma na ye ji sika na de etuaka de be ye impuntu ye de be to machines ye de be training staff ye de be we ni nya de enka ho nti we de ya som ye de enso adwuma se ye no nti be se aban be sa hwe nanka watum kakra ana so de kakra abeka ho na juma ese ye no project a story nya na yetumi aden ato aso nti kakra yen ye woka efa ho no
ora regima bisa obi bebisa se nanu asem no obi they see what really was the problem until these monies were not paid previously. What was the actual problem? A buying previous a buying a kaya a mass animal we gonna see and what was the problem?
On say a year juma ya no ya chirem kakra a buying a contribution to construction no a buy in various sectors. On say a bit of why I'm funny say a contractor a be a donor funded and no say any dear tikani biba a buying so you say there or dibi so na say project no etumi aden akoso ebiso wa ye fully sponsored by government and also no aban etumi the contract ne ma na initiative contractors ebe fanise because ye were machines ne labor dada nti na ya starting project no hoping that na den sika ne ba but him economic challenges are o mine community we men kasa ma ban o but ye nyina wo ga na ha ye hu ye say sikasema na ewo omanim na enkoyi nti MC abaning to me den entuatua sika esenka eden otua at the time I say oye eno na be build arrears manakodu 21 billion na 21 billion ye ken enye nda asemo project a start over 4-5 years ago say still ho akitua no den emba nti it's just a compilation of project any sika esenka bantia over time wentumi ntua na aboma na abedu bebia we
Reggie Fire FM na yenema sebio yenemu nya adwuma ne yete ase yie se eba ne se ora Reggie akwaje eye contract se oye Madina ashalibotwe kwan ana oye abri to maybe Jankama kwan what is the process aban say okay adwuma we no media share eye ora Reggie and contractors for nsa enti munye what happens what a process be na mo fam it say me be fa ho na say bia me hu say o signboard this you na say me oh contractor no ma kwan no so biom omo ye kwan no mo jai mo kan wasem aye a die na mo fam die ne ayi process no me be du abeka say bia sisi an untumi nto aso bio no
okay process ne die se na me kan ye no ye wo mu ahodro bebre contract bia enye the same nti me try na ma church ye be mienu bi very predominant
exactly
nti first one ye friend no be ye friend no the main contract no 10 key project 10 key say aban the kwan no ahye wonsa ubeye ehun engineering ubeye ehun construction na if you we hand it over for a certain amount. Sometimes, you know, a PPP say public private partnership. Nti eno sa no wo any aban na mabom se mo ye kwan no obia won na so dia na se dia se den oye. ebia na oye wi a wo be kwa kɔhwehwɛ usika loan e de aye kwan no na wo wi a aban etua ne kakra over a period of time e de amount nti oya sa na normally bibi wo ha e fe ne to the to e kwan no nti sa to no e na betua e kwan ne ka to say ne nyina de e ka wo ho nyina e be kɔ de wi ye e ne one arrangement. Ebiso also a tender, oko we need tender na eno no wo ye be ma mobilization aban be ma osika there then obe mobilize akọ site after na wo ye ni nyina no ne ye measure edwuma wa ye no edu ne etua oka nti eno no obe ma ye quantity surveyor e raise certificate eno na chese se wa ye kwan no emfa say 100 meters na ebia wa ye 20 a ye ba ne a measure 20 no ni ahwe se 20 no waye no eka ahin na wabo na ya the certificate etua o ka for edwuma na waye no nti e be ne sa to say final one no be wie na if you defect liability so etwem na if you etua o ka na okọ na e ba ne say u raise certificate ne kwa say ye betua o ka ende ana say china na no e ho no na ya problem ne wo. Okay. If we ready certificate, I say to you, young fan is in 1 month. A better one for over 2 years. Need to no say I don't know I say arrears, but a coin also because why your base won't mean Janice and it now so a couple business now what to also. Ne abe measure, ne amount certificate, now so they are called ne palo and no enema a cano then ebe pale or a buying a hono. These are the two major arrangements. Okay. There are other arrangements. They do also a grant, and also the if he abroche, there will be na ABA, yeah, UN, USAID, Canadian High Commission, almost sponsor EBA choir, and only the Nisikani in Aba, we Jumanona, a fund near the 8 hours. Cantusha, I am choir. Normally, no any problems are king. It's mostly government funded project in a year. Problem ye din wa bobu no pay.
Okay. It's original say what is say Oragbuja eka say no project will start without a clear funding source or budgetary allocation. Does it solve this current problem ya oni sheyana?
I know it is the first step in solving the problem because okasa odika say be ye ejuma esi ehun bebi asika aye de beye edwuma na ebe fiaba enti se yemfa ne se edwuma ye beyi esika efi budget government budget mu e de aya na ya allocate ato enti se aban no ehhehye de budget ni wie na ye tu esika ni se percentage we budget we mu e call for sa roadway and only first step enti ye hu sa ne de that means there's a clear pathway to fund the project but the second part the problem ne ba ne se allocation area no it depends on revenue mobilization. Say yes GRA and now say abaying photo no tika bebe nyenye bi ede tua and ede fund a project no e ho no na say yehwe ni ehu say ehun yedi ehun dwuma kakra because most often than not all these projects areas they had clear pathway or source of funding because most of them budget no. But the budget could not fund it because mobilization and I say sika ranka buy any that to say no amba.
Will one of the sources be the road tolls?
Oh yes, the road tolls was a source of funding for road development in Ghana. And yes, it is one of the sources. Ana eboa ema abanye sika de road network ni ewo mine.
Okay. One other issue Oragbuja ebo so Ghana mine so no yedi hu nkomo yie pa obeti ane say yes for instance regional construction for be akwan wo yanim hanom ekọ Katamanso kosi Apollonia 3 months time na kwan no nsuo toye na no na baby anwe nese na ha anwe nese ebe wiase na eso tutu basa now okohne highways feeder roads for ne Maakye na supervisors ne say henceforth say akwan bi say no someone double check it na say enyama anko yie a obese charge omo aya na bebe na so feel say contractors no any these supervisors no eye kanana na o ma fa so na ma gye certificate ma ko gye musika trum ono ko no agye ne percentage na ko. Does it come as a good news for eye contractors ana?
Oh, definitely. That's a good news. Not only for contractors, but for mining in a menu in a quenya near Faso, a quenya near Busuani and Banina Faso. It say, it to sana a hard dream, yanka safety, yanams, we ukotopo to tire pie, if you work with Yaquinshia, and I say, quining to be dodgy porto, no, the Akofa baby, na Aquinshia, but good road networks, you know, a contributing factor to a year. Accident into so kasa a solve problem be economically so say a quine a year the maintenance need that form into ma aban and say sika bebre and fan share a quine ya ye into a ma your budget and I say a fund for road maintenance head and a coffin na ubebi sa said a day in a ma sa enyome eba may go in two areas. Funding, in a technical opinion. Funding, no, be a choir, ye design, a choir, engineer beba, or better still road, or load bearing capacity, or obey way. If ye design a choir is a choir way, it be a ye, a sunina, yanfa, and buanguso, yan ye base ni and Sunday the quine finish at quina the atoso. But the ocean budget there by any sika the bayada. Maybe ya share say be engineering wise be wa you bet me then aye. Maybe it means that you to take your saso kakra.
Oh, okay.
It is reality.
Okay.
Because you see can so the actual thing I say no. Into your tia and saso kakra, it's a contract and also buase obey then obey yes quino to the specification yes no. If he a be also ya quine we be a quine no. Me de takwa from Aguna to Takwa the quine by example. A choir yes is here, no fast is here. I'm say we are go jack or share a quine ye fan no. Now or make some observations say or share a quine is substandard and I say a quine yes is here and I say Utu say oh come now share a quine specification and I say a quine ya no o share of good quality. However, may I sure say omo ye no yan consider a year casa and I say tracks never hono. That's why a mining area. Into share a lot of big haulage tracks so on daily basis into load bearing capacity of Saquino compared to design area no and no nema equine then say but to bones here the question contractor. The name said tracks P Fahono and I say load bearing no a cost into say a share near a designer a bit to me then. I saw sa equine. Another way is to say yes bet me a year bypass ama haulage tracks here.
Exactly.
In Kessben, so that they don't use the same roads meant for light vehicles.
Exactly.
And only one problem I want my acquire light vehicle, heavy duty vehicle would be for the same kind. So and so design here and yet say a fat year vehicles in and here another angle. And then the final one has to do with maintenance. Yaya equine we na see we ni akoda. See a maintaining quine. Osha obi nam so na ne car say esi quine so na oil eliki egu quine so. Otum say oil ni ye quota na say bitumen ni ayes no react we associate so and say we are esi so. Na if you react na amada area no lose ne bond. Inti car fast nyina na etutu ebo an say ekwan na start to 20 maintenance ni so hia yetumi ja ekwan na ahwea abeye kwan no so nyina abon sa ahwea no with time no na ahwea no as serve as abrasion. Yeah agent fa friction na fi etutu kwan no kakra nsuo beto na bia baby wo ha drainage ni nye na nsuo no aba kwan no so. Yan share and yet not drainage and I say insuring insure so dear at a baby a befa beko from the other fat. No so say quantity. These are the various angles and I say areas are a say a quantity say a share. You're showing now holistically. Yan dream say we are contractors in a shoddy work. There are so many factors a quine a banner and say which one is causing the problem. If you have the appropriate method there, then I solve it.
All right. Already, that's an addition, opinion, we views our share with a Ghana men on Kessben 92.9 and Facebook Kessben Maakye on Kessben TV. That's a bit.
Yes, sir, that's it. I mean, any month.
Also, sir, Ora Reginald obeying a Chamber of Construction Industries in our face, or chairman for Chartered Institution of Buildings in 18 Komo with regards to issues concerning the roads and highway minister in some of when it or taking the 10 government or accountability series na cost one a Musembe now and or they are to John road minister say it is difficult to even find 1,000 kilometers of roads in good condition in one place, let alone 10,800 kilometers now a year previous government because common inspection who said there are a lot of inconsistencies when it comes to a reporter previous government who said the third year of roads one seminar na a year previous government in the one semi no almost about 10,800 a year kilometers, making it more of a year in the history of this country. You are building roads, year of roads, Uragbo just said that and tesa inconsistencies be na and a woman. You will share your opinion, you share your thoughts, making kind of now WhatsApp messages now the baby face wo Facebook and na face so text message now the baby na making kind of amount. Let me start reading some from here. Ababa Bedu. Now I'll say good morning. I'll say I'm Meben from Kwabenya. Applause to NACOC for a human job doing for Mother Ghana. In fact, the institution is really working working compared to what we witnessed the past 8 years. Buying also the audio. Greetings to Honorable MC Agbo of Ghan East and Afesu TDC boss Courage Makafu in Nekweku and then Mr. Akwesi Mensah of PSC Tema Shipyard and also Nedia or the Eba Yenano. 34 minutes past the hour of 8. Meeting Erioman soon for Kojo Preko Dankwah and check na mene Ziga at the Ashisha so on Ziga Steak brought to you by Doc Chako. Yebedi ehun komo yepa. Yanko din komo. One of the critical issues and also a border man yepa has to do with conflict in our face. So a security ehun sembebre. Me boswa na me sure say ye ko boku na kwako di enkomo afa. Recently watete de koso ewo boku, watete de koso ewo Kumase and shooting incidents koso even in our secondary schools and all that is one of the critical areas. I say di hun komo yepa. Yani ye papa ye bibia ye wofa endi Komo Brigadier General Mensah Nunum Yanono ending Komo. He was the former National Security Advisor and then again a former Chief of Defense Staff. Yanono ending Komo Eba Security there Udima Kutini Yepa and he has stand the test of time to see what has really transpired over the years, number of years, Sebi on also what's na a year military muna face security mono. Yana Indian common for ensure what is really happening in Boku and I feel so other security issues is of concern. Papa Brigadier, yada say only a bit in common marching. Yeah, Mijidi yourself also who ya pa. Yeah, the radia say. I mean, anytime I talk to you. You sound younger and younger and younger. What's the secret?
Secret is the other person. I mean, you will not know if you meet me in the street unless you know me. You know, maybe when I talk and I say, you know, hard boy. I'm the hard boy.
And then people are wondering, I mean, say, what the former Chief of Defense Staff, former National Security Advisor and all that, we'll mention your name, everybody knows you. To see a way, you know, I need power.
Hey, you did the best, they use a papa.
Yeah, that's it.
I had a lot of research and found out that I was born late 36, early 37. So I should be 88, 89.
Wow. 88, 89.
Yes.
Wow.
Now, imagine, I mean, the about me.
Hey, you're very sharp, and we need the secret. Say so you know yeah benanka. Yes, maybe. Anna.
No, in fact, I me as a event saying, maybe say I have. Say you're going to get your team more back and back I have. Because you learn a lot from our parents. You're not educated, they're really cheap. It's taught a lot of common sense.
It's true.
It's live with me all my life.
It's true.
Education is just like polish. Polish, but yes, somebody you see in their school with the quality. Otherwise, because I can better than who Papa and go to be and go to even your family. I was only one educated. And my coach to be at the call a school. And then because this climate change got to me part of all jobs to get education secondary school, which I did much later.
Right.
Then I joined the army in 1960, and then people flat to motor in front of all the good schools and primary secondary school or Pokowari, now I performed a school normal to work corporate.
Very well.
Because you were one of the best in the Ghana Military Academy.
Very well.
Then you are yet to be the best of the whole. That place like a Commonwealth. Obi of India back at King Hussein, Gaddafi, all of them came there. Gawan, everybody came there. And then you are yet to be the best of your class.
Nice one. Nice one. Yeah, that's it. The few history you've shared with us, and obviously the secret behind you moving on and on and on. I am sure that you've gone through Obi Bekan the mail when it comes to conflicts and then security issues that really bothers this country. Now, one wakakra say yeti krumuha ana umemu na Ashanti region, a suburb of Ashanti region, Kumase, regards to Aya Asomase. That was where the issue also started from, in as much as Boku Dienu Hono. Then, Yati say Yakum or Hine Ebakon. Within the next 2, another person is shot in the same area. So I say there. Then we moved to Nalarigu Secondary School. Yetumi Raho Afasebi Akwalaketwa Adina Babontin Abonitio Sebi Ekumuno. Then we hear Otunfo as taking a lead to deal with this Boku issue, and then we hear shooting here, killing here, and all that. This Boku thing, now many security might be doing Komo. He believes that there's a link between what is happening in Asawase or what happened in Asawase with Boku. Do you share the same view?
The view I share is much more even bigger than Ghana. I mean, look at America. I was in America the first in 1968, and the year of Canada, and I went to America. And we walked to the White House. You know, I walked to the White House. And then it will be short before you raise your head to look into the White House. We are saying, the world becomes very violent. The entire world, I mean, someone that we have what have we done wrong with our church now? Yeah, better. You know, and then you wonder how this came about. But if you're an observant of the events, when you say that the world is changing, it's changing in many ways. We don't even have control of what's going on. This morning, the key news now is killing going on in the fact killing going on in Kiev, Ukraine. Let me tell you, there's so much violence. Now, what is the cause? Now, it's bigger than Ghana. It's bigger than everybody else. It's as simple as a phenomenon in India. They've got a new pope. I'm just anka pope with the Kasa. Nankasa comes so could be kind of quarrel. The Indian quarrel. Nobody speaks the truth around the world. And you know, you usually when you world that the United Nations. This is why it was set up to deal with these issues. The League of Nations, the United for the United Nations. Surely they can't handle any problem affecting the world. That's the issue you are facing. And yet, easy issue to tackle. Boku issue I can answer me. Boku issue have been with us long before independence. There are other issues. Miyabi-kun, Winneba, if you know Winneba, that's an issue dating back early 1940, 41, 42. When Dr. Ibiapa's father, Nana Ibiapa, was overthrown, was removed from power. And the issue didn't cause much of it was a case and bad, there have been disputes. But somehow, these disputes are being politically, manipulated. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
Issues not here. You can resolve them. But somehow, especially since after the 1992 Constitution was promulgated, the NDC became into power. They fighting with this country for all the while. Over 32, 3 years. Now, I be political. Well, they were not political. I mean, I was born in Winneba, schooling Winneba, did so much in Winneba until I joined them in 1960. I was about 23 years old. And I've never seen, Winneba like this. Winneba has many things in common with Boko. Many things in common with the issue. But it didn't bother us until after independence. Then CPP and then the other political parties also got involved, using the KE to further the political ends. This to me is the biggest pollution to our social issue. A social issue.
Right.
It can be resolved.
Okay. In general, I recall, sir, when you were the National Security Advisor around that time, I'm sure this Boku issue was still there. Just as you said, Acheyepa. What was then the roadmap as against what we are seeing now? I didn't know to me, answer no, you still believe, sir, the politics that we play with this thing, did not or will still not make this thing work. What was the roadmap then? I mean, when you were the National Security Advisor? Let me first ask that one.
I myself, I called him. I spoke to him. I was in my position as National Advisor. I spoke to him. And we are all normal human beings. And I told the president, the late may rest in peace, President
Mills.
President Poche, Papa Yinkasa. And I told myself when I spoke to him that it's like you have somebody who is not very friendly with you, but if in a dire straits and as a human being, extend a hand of friendship, a hand of peace to the person. In other words, I was encouraging them to get together with it's a chieftaincy issue, which is the basis of all this. But like something you did with the issue with Yana, it can be dealt with. It needs a approach. The soldiers in Boko, what they are doing, they can't solve the problem by themselves. What they do is creating an environment for us to use our common sense and to resolve the issue. But like many issues of the past, you remember the Irish Republican Army, similarly. It went on for so many years. It's been almost 100 years and beyond. 1916. I mean, this issue had been until Tony Blair and Clinton and others came in and then tried to talk peace. The issue is not fully resolved, but there's some peace at all.
Okay.
It's the Boko one. I mean, the issue is that if the politicians can be advised, look, you want political power. Don't use chieftaincy in the spirit of Boko to achieve political power.
Okay.
The sad issue is that we've done election. How many months now? 7 months?
Yes,
since our election. But we are beginning as if we are going for another election immediately.
Yeah.
This is the time to, as a nation, come together and say, we need to think about Ghana.
Okay.
We need to think about it. Look, I on my own built about 6-7 school blocks. And as I built, I didn't use my money. I used other people to help them. Most schools in Winneba Secondary School. My name is there. Winneba House.
Yes.
We are doing these things to encourage young people to learn to become patriotic.
All right.
Unfortunately, the politicians want power. Power not for Ghana, power for their own sake. So my advice, frankly, the roadmap is to get out of, don't meddle in these troubled waters.
Okay.
Don't stay in troubled waters. And let's encourage, put national matters aside.
Okay.
And then let's come together as a nation.
Okay.
Have a national agenda.
Okay.
Man will make a problem. That's one reason why this problem is. The youth have no hope for the future.
Okay.
They are troubled. They are worried.
All right. Yada say General Brigadier Mensa Nunu. Yada say be former National Security Advisor and officer, former Chief of Defense Staff. And you don't know 18 common regards to issues happening in Baku and who and common and you could hear 47 minutes past of 8. Ewo Kessben Maakye so you go so ewa had make out test person na fi me call interview near ni mascon for encoding common na fi ba Ziga at the Ziga taking the bread now face so my own MP homeboy ebetena say in fact on Ziga ne minimum ebetena say near dim komo ye person say there are more issues that we really want to talk about. I want to touch on a letter that I says here in Parliament for Machra Momono it has to do with the creative industry and what is really happening in the tourism and the creative world. Ziga wa hanti embi the Pamebo Bosso, then we can talk about it from that side. But I'll say I am watching you live from Mansu Tonton Chrome. Why MPP taking Ashanti region for granted? What's they taking us for? What do they take us for? Look, police house on Bekwai roundabout, Bantama, they pull down, but nothing. Bekwai roundabout to Santasi roundabout road, Mansu Road, Swami, not one pillar. MPP never again also Nadia or the Eba no. Let me read this one straight away from Kwablan V upon Kwase Benghazi or say after grassroots members and serial callers have helped our NDC MPs, chairman MCs and DCs to gain power and position, they refuse to give us government jobs. They say they can't give us jobs because we are not in their constituency. But same party big men will call us to support them during campaign and demonstration. Our party NDC is in power, but serial callers can't get government jobs. The jobs are being given to family members and friends of the NDC big men and who didn't do anything. Greetings to all NDC serial callers and taxi drivers and all that. Okay. OPK me who will tape no sorry will message you making kind of but my quick one. Na me mask on ending common na fe homeboy Abba. Homeboy do fi parliament nti na me be hia ne ye pa. Minisiga wa head ye ziga minisiga ne your political side ne your creative side. Ene homeboy ye de be hia ne pop say no aba no obekosa akwa ensi da. But as sana no ye ne mask on ending common na fe ye de ko nsase top and I feel so plan so be so to asase na we see dan papa dia a mascon and then say ode ohun ebo mo matena say you know mudi nkomo na fe yembra back na yembe to aso boss bibia boko there
oh me nua nyame adom boko na won so
erade adom me so che abra mi bie
mate
aha na nka
me yi di abra o siga
aha ni yes yen shebi na ye fanya adwuma
oh modima so okro na boy no manso tontokrom
yes tontokrom yes
I am area
oh okay
tontokrom tontokrom
oh okay
okay ofra na akọ bonsan so
okay
na akọ apen me di na akọ mimikro manso abo aboso
oh okay okay nice
one akọ ekofri
oh okay
onu firi mem manso mem na so de okra de wa anim ha
oh okay
ebe manso
wo inside pa
me we chiri kra
oh okay and I was ga wo fin
me from almost to tech university me from almost to university.
Oh, okay.
University.
Oh, okay.
Me Kumasi Metropolitan.
Oh, okay. Nice.
They say we free to anasu.
Okay. Oh, okay. So now also there. They said here, Yemeka say Eunice feel about no.
Aha.
Obi fitishi.
Aha. Okay. It's maybe they all quite chrome now.
We a city boy.
Oh yeah. We a city boy. Me say them you class ni.
Oh, who's that?
Class me jitum.
You didn't come over mask on.
Yo, SF4 yemfa encha sonko a edikan Enfree Imascon Estate Ghana Limited aso ye emre obi biada ya ena no pay wo hwe yen ewo Kessben na fidi kasie so ena fei Kessben eye radio so san etie yen abusu Imascon Estate Ghana Limited yeguso ye ka wo se yen sase papa ye bo huntawuro no ye ka wo se bra ne betobi wonya ma ya afa wo be hyem efise promotion no ebra ye hya ase ewo bosumi atwamuko ni da ya etosum yenu no onse sabre mire nguso a eko ena me ne wo eka sei ene ana July kuta won sabosome no ye gya no kwan ene 31st July echese emre nuguso a ekonenim na sa promotion we ya meka say ye shall say on 2nd June no kan wonu say 19th September ne de dwumadi nyina aba na wiye na sa promotion we aba na wiye na sa promotion we ba na wiye ya bia imasconfo ni antoa so ana impossible beto so a ebo na ye de ema wo a eda fom no bia promotion ba ko na ye besan ye no na ebo no apagya kosoro eno ntina de bia adame ba ne makayo ewo emra sa promotion ye de eye eno ntimi so me na aka enum ni esa bomodi ansa do be hyem na ye nsase pa ye bon dawro ewo tropoli no won so bra fa be hyem na etobi sa promotion ato ne din say Susu for land promotion Susu for land promotion as a chane say di kan fa kakra beto ase ni amfa nkwa asase ne so yankwato de emaw yama wo kwan hwa ase ne siw dan ana de opasa wo ye biada ewo so no nya akwanya na eye na ebra uguso wo siw dan ana wo ye de opa no ewo asase ne so no na kakra na aka wo sa wutua no yama wo mra emuwa emra edoson no wutua ne kakra se wutu susu no eno ane ya hwe ho na promotion ye de atoso se Susu for land promotion anu nti brabeto asase niema omre de twa ne kakra na ekoso ayeso adwuma ebusua de nti aye ka se Imascon Estate Ghana Limited yani ene adwumakuo ba ko pe ya ye ton ensase papa ya ye do nipa ye dinamiso ene nipa hudo ane ton ensase no ene se ya to ye boase a register ye ensase nyina kama our lands commission edimu land starting registration center ya no our lands commission wonum an wato boase a register ye ensase ede ama yen enti ye ensase no ye registered lands and ye ton ede ama ye titles land title land and ye ton ye de amawo apart from that no ya ne ye taika say ye ne ensase na ye papa ya wo ha bia da ne timato bia eni ho asekire ene say ye ne ensase no ansa na eba beka ye dwumakuo no ensa ne enso abo akire aton de am ye customers no na ye di kan ene hemfo ye di kan ene abusuafo ye di kan ni obi bia da wo mata asase ye de dia no e de ho nkomo ansa enso abo akire aton e de ama ye customers eno nteno sa wo beto ye ensase ne bia landguard sam wonne tonkwanta mopai e litigation freelance and ye ton edi amawo landguard ni bia mebo wo bibia da mekun wo bia mediska foforo influence wanya ato no wanya ato eye wodia afebo kwasibo ni se eye bona fide property ebusen mas confiance asem eton ensase edima Ghana de hye no achali yie enhyan kanya me se enam ye no kwaredie ntino ye nya achemato ye nya wo ha biada ewo ye nsase a ye ton enu nti dawuba ye boy ya ye nsase ye gem abuofom ni ma wono de ye kan se bibi biada wo ye ade bia esi kwan bomode yi saade ne efri wono bebi biada wo se wo Ghana ha se wo abrochire ana bebi biada wo bia no bomode anso betu ana mo ba na wonso do wa be se promotion mu wa ba beto asase paibi na wonso anya bebi asidan na wonu wabusuafo yire no ma monso na bebi di mutrato na asumdwa ya adwuma ma bra bonso atumi esum ye wonum se enkramantam mu ene mantama kase wa Ghana ha no de edan han eya asam eye problem kwa han wobi dan bewiasem entokwasam ene basabasayo ahoto de ahontokra fiwura wo ma wonya bidabia da bills ahodo na wo pia de begu so se wo anatua e wa branka ni kwanse sa na basa enti we che se wo house nko ye namu ye fiawdo a ye ha fia ye tim no eno na Imascon Estate Ghana Limited nyame adawro mo de abase yemra meyimu free sa wo ha no emum se de bia wonso betimi anya hoto na wonya babi pabidi utiri ato afensu to bia aban ya ne ye dwa na som ensu to wo ha wo a enipa na mu wankramantam yimu enem ya hodo no sa wo ha no ane ye pase ye boa Ghana aban se nipa benya babi atena nipa benya asase pa atena so na sa wo ha no to atimi atwa we ya me ne wo ekasai abamu mpanufom wo hoyi eni adadafom wonum dodo no wada edo mo ahye promotion bia ba eni abedi nkomo omabeto ye nsase bi apart from that ye nuanom ye binim wo abrochire wo bompa wote ye nka no se eton nsase wonya agidie ne arehwemu edi skabre ye ma nsase no waba beto bi ya ye wonkata asem ina de amane no afa ya sansi adan ya sanso ton adente no wode ne dan plan aba ama eno nso so ya sedan no aka kuma bia ka akrabi ne yawie ne aboso kama ede ama no we che say maskon for ya ba ye no no kwaredi a ye die enti no amanfo agye atum sa mpa se ya ne adwumako ba ko pe ton sase pa yesi adampa sas ton adampa pa edema enipa manipa nya ba bi tena wonya na somdwe abusia ye nsase a ya ka wansemi ewo topoli wodi enumpo ane de ato Kessben TV so eda na me kasa nipa no abrocho ma yesima no eno ana ewo na etwam kro no ana yensaso no so enie yensaso me se ewo tropoli no ewo Greater Accra region ya emu eni famantam voter region sade ebim tar Canada bi ewo Greater Accra region ya emu ewo tema eni kana ko anim na se wodu to wanya won se hono na Central University wo honsan Saglem Affordable Housing ewo na wodi free Saglem Affordable Housing e Tripoli ba bia Imas Conference house ne ewo no just 5 minutes drive per na wodru hono na ko dru asase no so amenua wani beje wobi nsitro do ematoa wada wotrofa no semi dance ni wabrochire abusuanhwe enipa do mo kwa asase no so ema mo kwa sede ensase sti mo kotobi no hwe nipa do wodi hwe sheni padodo a esanso na hwe se the assassin city me say etese park so etese desert edaso flat afei ade fita na hunu wania no assassin so no eya anua nko a na sa anua podio wein ana opening contract for dead man no oru hope gati waso omwatimoden wompia anua no nkogu baabi no onto assassin person emaw no onsan ntwa no meton anua no emaw enti wode anua no be chew bra beto assassin no wuto wi anua no ewo so no agredi na wafa afenso so yisan ya tun nsu agum ensu no so ya se ya mpesa obebre ewo nsu ade besi dan wonu nte no be se nsu nsu free ana asase no ya se gisu kroje ede ama kama se de be anya afei ana wokọ akobre akwan greda akopedro bani akopedani obedi nsu obenom eba se ye ka ebi asase mpo no adwisu basa no ase no enti ye we nyina de ache free said ya benya akonya na we say say we see dan na wo mere ewo so mini agye number sim ye wi ade aka memfa nka ho am ye number edikan no 0553 840 646 0553 840 646 and 0553 838 730 0553 838 730 and 0209 155 437 0209 155 437 abusia Imascon Estate Ghana Limited ye number sa yedi djuma no enie abusia yensase ne ensio ene nkane a wosida no wi a wodi bedi djuma no ni nyina ya available e wo hono ana hye ne nso se yensase no ene da nsiom ene da atechem eni bipo ayasa na se enwu amenam ene no nso a enwu bipo atifi eye flatland sade miguso amekan e wo kwan ho ya chese obetimi nso atoma wato na yensase prices ne enie one plot no yede ma 32,000 Ghana cedis 32,000 cedis eno ane yesi ebia wonya ni nyina ema at once ene ye nhye papa edema ene say 32,000 cedis no yesi di kanfa emum eya 8,000 Ghana cedis 8,000 cedis ebeto ase na odi 8,000 to ase de okwa asase ne so ye kotwa wo de ediama ne ye kotwa wo de ediama ye ma kwansa hyase ye so adwuma na wuguso a wo ye adwuma no 24,000 ebeka no ye de eye emfie polipoli mienu eye 24 months and ye this was spread ediama chese bosumi bia 1,000 cedis 1,000 cedis ya wo ye nsesusu na de aba na eno no wonso watime atua awie na watime ato afei so wo per half plot eno so eye 16,000 cedis half plot is 16,000 cedis eno so no ye se ebia wo nyina ema enhye papa ye de ama obetime atua ma wato ene say ye se di kanfa emu 4,000 cedis 4,000 Ghana cedis ebeto asem what the 4,000 to us and so ye kwa akwata de de ma ye ma kwan no asha se udan ana wa ye so adwuma wo pewe so na 12,000 a ebeka no eno nso so ye de bosuma akoma edum yenum eye 12 months which is 1 year 1 year mu ane so e de amount na 12,000 wo twa ne kakra nti chesa bosum bia no 1,000 cities na no so wo de ebeba abusia ye sorry so akọ your office no e was Sprinters Road Community 18 Junction Sprinters Road Community 18 Junction yani Allied Filling Station wo kwan so e na edi enhwanim yesan ben KFC baby omuton aduane no eno ti sha no na bra wo ba for di card kan bra ne no ntanse ene enhye no watumi ato asase pay bi abusia numbers adi twato ya ye di ema wo no e ye 0553 840 646 0553 0553 838 730 0553 838 730 and a 0209 155 437 0209 155 437 Imascon Estate Ghana Limited Susu for land promotion ebisan fa ho hyem na won so betima na asase pato na wasu dan amana babi di witiri ato nyankopon won hyiram nyina
yada se oni ye edi enkomo Imascon ni omu edi enkomo no 2 minutes past the hour of 9 Honorable Nicholas Amankwa homeboy Amenfi East Oba betena se na fe ye di enkomo and then I still have Nana Frimpong with me I baby di enkomo ni ahwe the road issues and I face so other matters are this one is coming from Masawood in Kumasi Bantama. I say the so-called resetting agenda has landed this country where we are today. We are living in a democracy where rule of law prevail. Using a so-called national security to harass people is very much alarming. Where is the Council of State and Peace Council? Time will definitely tell. Regards to former KMA boss Honorable Samon Pine and I face so a cooker or no so nedia or de eba ye no. And I'll have a lot of text messages to read for you. More text messages. So I'll read all of them for you right here. Now, this one says that good morning, senior. Keep on doing the good work for Mother Ghana. When NDC was in opposition, they used this Boku crisis for politics. And today, look at where we are, living in the where we are. Lives are being lost like fowls today that they don't know what to do. God help us. And know if you could fit Pareho or the text message or the eba no. And then I have another one here. So good morning, host. My name is Ayavo Daniel from Buaman. Please, Ghanaians are witnessing Nanado and Mahama demonstration. We see that Mahama 7 months is far better than Nanado. Thank you. Straight away. And also Nedia and no. And this one, okay. Medina Kobos or Ziziga, good morning, I need your number. Okay, Mediziga number nebe mau. And then I say, good morning, senior, good morning to you too. I said, well, the NDC do recruitment this year. I don't know what recruitment you're talking about. I can't tell me who recruitment go and what kind of, but obey mama me details in here, made to me ashe, the kind of a year recruitment at all can who are 4 minutes past the hour of 9. Ziga Tenasi, Honorable Nicholas Amankwa, so bet Tenasi na fi, yadon komono ashe sheso na yatwa jumediano. So then 9:40, we call it a day. I have something small ma mrashe bedwem fo na fe yatwa bibia so but minitiga ebe chassis brought to you by Doc Chako the biggest taking no air twice na fe the discussions ni na so atwa so na ye hu ye be but answer ziga be chassis with the niziga stake and then we can come to Nicholas Amankwa and then we start all the discussions from there you know ziga yemfa take no and chassis na fe yenko ye name brought to you by Doc Chako nemfa entwaso ziga bia boko there nice
yes quickly
yes yanko
mame chira DV just 1 minute okay. Not even 30 seconds sa route to issue na ye ka ho
sure
na me host to morning show but ye din komo ho a and na many opportunity eso ne omomo road ministry ho be din komo
okay
private conversation.
Okay.
According to them, according to them, the road to no, consider there are a lot of options. Consider.
Okay.
Almost share the very convenient for Ghanaians.
Okay.
One, ubetimi akwa kucha a chip beer a word DVLA and once in a year a sense the bobo can so it would car would do on my Diana baby because a sensor a wua would do I me and your backwa almost consider say and no would do on my o pass ya connected your mobile money it's a bit deducted from your mobile money account
straight away okay
so the bitchy
okay.
Oh no. A lot
there are
of
too many.
Yes,
I mean solutions to.
Yes,
this
so the people of disabilities, no,
Nice one.
Some of them will be there.
Nice one.
Say in case there's a problem.
Nice one.
So say I didn't a machine. Say then they will take over. Yes.
Oh, okay.
So Abaya shall say almost consider which one will be convenient for Ghanaians. Say a chip no, I be
straight away.
A lot of
mobile money.
Oh, my display was eagest take.
Oh, then it's good. It's good. It's good feedback.
Yes. But you see, I say before 2016 elections, na National Democratic Congress, no more book be a the Green Book.
Aye, the Green Book.
Almost compile almost all the projects that almost year from 2012 to 2016.
Sure.
President Mahamad's time, and even some of the projects are not President Mills. In our boom. But you see. Adia bakwa wo the campaigner politicians trick your pa roots because obetimi catch you say my road e wo mimi kromu konkori baby a konkori ni nim say ya dia hyebuku mo ba konkori ni so atese yes ya ebu o hamle ba ono no nko ho anti ade o mo de sade no but honorable asanso buachi Member of Parliament, Edema Bantama constituency. Or double as a ranking member, Edema Road and Highways. 7 previous are on fan cheme. Or up in the game. He's becoming lazy ranking member. I'm telling you.
He's becoming what?
Lazy. Because still, something is going on. I don't get it. I don't understand. She. Green Book issue ya America. NDC lose election 2016. And Ora Harry 2017. Joy. It is all over the place. Ugugu abehu. Oko Joy FM. And we say adia baku DNPP NDC for the Green Book. Because some of the projects are almost capture a Green Book no. Oko Western Regional. Most of the project na exist. Tell what's not exist. Okay. According to him, Sausha Asma Haruna Dusukaina, it cost NDC 2020 election. It cost them their chances. It cost them because project Biombe Peja our 2020 biano. Now Omakore Fair Haruna Drusu and the Green Book. So Bakaya, the Green Book became popular. Not because of say it was started project, but the Green Book became popular because of what Haruna Idrusi said. Onwaya party ni oka say ye Green Book no some of the project ni bi honoma na enye ye fe dey say enye accurate e bi also na exist. Now listen to me. November 5 2024 Free Senior High School Nanado Dankwah Akufo-Addo Eco launch smart school project on the November 5 2024 smart project no all kasa wase nipa benefited from Free Senior High School 5.1 million 5.1 million the same platform all kasa ayi Edutumuso kasa former education minister Bosom 3 MP on so kasa on the same platform or say nipa benefited from Free Senior High School 5.7 million 5.7 million. Then Honorable Haruna Idrusu came obey minister the first meeting with Minister Development Partners on the January 30 2025 and already claim by say nipa benefited from Free Senior High School and 5.7 million as claimed by the former minister, but 3.9 million. Owura Dutum wajia to me say the Haruna Drusu figure is correct. 3.9 million. Just my can you. Which a bet me about the consul NPP in the future. So who claim project? Just my can you. Now, January 2025. Owura Kwame Agbaja appear before the vetting committee. Abuja.
Yeah, Abuja.
Yes. Appear before the vetting committee.
Yeah.
As a minister of roads designate. And what Kassan was say. Yaba Twaban. There was a book. And it all over the place. Now me Kwame Kraubi. And you know my Fatima Abubakar.
Yeah.
And the woman say NPP for constructed 11.something million kilometers of roads. Sorry, 1,000 kilometers of roads. And Kwame Agboja appear before the vetting committee as a ranking member, former ranking member of roads, and was say, "Some figure no accurate, and the correct. Minimum 300 and what's say 600 and something kilometers, 670 kilometers. Me look for it, Makacho. 670 kilometers. Just imagine 11,000. Naya diaba 600. Just imagine. And that time, what say? Obi a won ka vetting committee ho. Obi a won ka vetting committee ho kran. Say ye vetu obi na o parliament. Na say una ye ranking member, ye ma betra vetting nim no ayi. That time Owura Asenso Boakye was nowhere to be found. As a immediate road minister. Yes, we too kwan. Meanwhile, there was an itinerary of parliament. Maybe honorable Samuel. See, ye be vetu obi a calendar no ho. Yes. Now, Owura Asenso Boakye to kwan. Fair enough. One challenge. Then Asenso Boakye came and obeyed the floor of parliament. And no dispute or challenge Owura Agboja figures now the aban. How would you be? What challenge you nipa to say and the tea parliament? Nipa to say the tea parliament because at that particular moment, you know, so the platformer yedema appointment committee ni obi ehwe eno ni ye bigger than so bekasa of floor of parliament. Etidie na esa wo ye a good lawyer does not win election. You very say a case with Sebia or you're eloquent or you're well versed or whatever. Right. But by evidence.
Okay.
What do you have to do? Call a press conference because there's a book. It is all over. A crobia room. Oh, and you have a first essay videos. What do you have to do? Go to media tour. Because from 600 to 11,000 to 600 there, it's a joke.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Say I did 11,000, 10,000 disputes. That's fine. 11,000, 9,000, that's fine. But 11,000 to 600, you are sitting in parliament. Won't call video to radio to video actualities in fan track. Won't to airtime now fan check. Now one can say crow so I can say a new home can't tell me. Near Kikamone Central for whom?
Okay.
What to me at Trawama Papano? Why you ranking member? Minister designate go catch us say 600
from 11 to 6.
Yes, no about be minister.
Yes, I'm about catch us say here
kwano kwano. What me a shut
10,800 now mo kwano entisa.
What me a man up sa ba be shut wanu biem.
Our back government.
As I said, you should have done that. Oh, you deal with problem bad. You don't deal with the symptoms.
All right.
You deal with the cause.
Okay.
Eti tell my papa status anoman. You deal with it with hardcore evidence. On Kasa Semibi, Dr. Kwame Adokofo, that are all defense ministry. Yes, you are the most achieved defense minister of all time. And Kofoso Onyashi, after media tour or the video, cine or the cinema. Oko wasio, mena miye Bema Hall, no yi diatro. Mena miye Belgi Barras, no yi diatro. The first 2 of 37 military hospital, no yi diatro. Mena mi introduce postgraduate programs and armed forces defense college.
Okay.
No yi diatro.
Right.
Now, the new edifice, Minister of Defense, new office. Mena mi building here. No ordinary na diatro. What were you doing?
Yes.
What were you doing? What me attract for 8 good months? I'm a papaya kwa sa ba be catch say. And he rose need to me. I na press conference. press conference now.
Yeah.
How many press no? The party don't say nothing. As some are coming up, Ekano vetting committee no, and no they carry weight and then confirm me say 11,000 now do that Kwaku for the legacy and you know correct. What kind of laziness is this?
Ziga any attending Kano Doc Chaco and a day AZK taking a face so discussions near Yenino or more a day Bremen call Honorable Nicholas Amankwa the homeboy Amenfi East NDC no ending ko mo kwan ne de ya ye ni nyina because the abe the agboja keke ken ne kwan no se ye be wie 4 years pa na se nye ya don't know be ye ne be hu de be sipa ona bo bia boko de we hu wa chema feel ya kasa wo phone so about this I'm say last week this week in share exactly so ye didn't come off roads and accountability series agboja ede ne de akwakoto Ziga my details of what is really transparent and then minority right after the accountability series also come out to say that almost about 10,800 roads now almost NPP for a year you know the inconsistencies Agboja is talking about in no enya no kre he is refusing to accept the fact that my year kwan be na nkasa mamintio on this one afi yento aso
yo Kojo meda wase na menchia ahwefo ne atifo omagibreti Kessben FM no more share Kessben TV na menchia senior Ziga and then looking at how passionate now I and these are the characters we need in the country. So when the politicians no ye cheer Kojo mo na mo betrentene ye enti I like baby ana o fiba no na menchia me party NDC amanyokuo mo mama kwenya me som titru ne me constituency Amenfi's constituency emu ade hye nyina me constituency chairman on na pam for area touching the entire executive coordinators, assembly members, everybody. The teacher name a branch executive. Now me chia me ma hene tetreto ku am wasechi mo toso mi no. Ono wasa me fi na nanu matrankunya. Na we dey Kojo ma me 2 minutes pe na Andra bibi kese si Ghana a ya me region mu. Minyi ya man yosemi dey. For the first time me hu say wo hwe your regional executives, your regional minister Ayera Joe Nelson. The entire regional, Western regional executive led by Ira Nana Tuku, all government appointees, all MMDCs, all members of parliament, ministers, yeba presidency, chair His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, na yemana mo, eni ya himfu nyina, nananketia, on the president of Western Regional House of Chiefs, na mi anso me mahi tetreto kwa mwasechim, eni ya himfu account by Ebema President Amo when in kunim odi 2024 election na say the promise I was share Western Regional the real fear even in the space of 6-7 months no wakaye in his appointment him said do na no be account wakaye on the project oye him said do na no be account. It was very fruitful engagement with His Excellency John Dramani Mahama nendra no on nananom share ye din komo unity our Western region and ready to welcome development beba share the major challenge ye rose ya ye din komo ya ye be remu o share railway over the best come from the west now you can't take away the railway department o share harbor o share Takrade harbor expansion now o share ye schools near there o share we coming from oil area no petroleum hub our presence say Obabuayana Abemu, who share a cocoa Western region in terms of cocoa production, like producing cocoa from the farming communities, Western region, Ghana, you can't take it out. President Obama a processing plant. I am saying I may admire Basso, a teacher training college. President Shemime constituency, Amenfi's Bono. I can sit here and assure you and the good people saying I may aduma. We had a successful engagement with President. That is Excellency John Dramani Mahama say, and a Jubilee House, who share the way GN and Nanom say, now His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is a leader. Now, baby, a Ghana, Nyankopon him the reason why. Oma Ghana for the donati say a 2 Abaman. It's a Dana Sena Michobia. Now Ziga, it can't way be now sɛ akwan ho nsɛm debate a ɛkɔ so yi ɛyɛ adeɛ a ɛbɛkɔ so saa if sɛ Ghana wohwɛ yɛ major challenge a economy 24-hour economy a ɛyɛ John Dramani Mahama de abɛyi the successful story a ɛyɛ yɛwura ɛyɛ atoforcing ogusu a auto the dollar CD economic stabilization ni adeɛ ni nyinaa no ebe wie na ewie mu di a you can't take out the road sector but me best start no na Ziga you see a green book no Ziga green book no yɛwura Harry and Drew so deɛ ne deɛ I stand to be correct as a mante but your green book no adeɛ bia yɛ kan yɛ bia na ɛwɔ if say me constituency 2016 you see the western region nia no na the best educational facility in terms of education directorate no story building it was built by NDC Amayukuo during the tenure of Yeri Akwesi Oponfosu former local government minister and former MP then Namiye DC that was commissioned by the late Yeri Misanta Oba Oshe Legon is it UGM the university hospital and na ewo green book nim ayampanso a na ewom takwa bogoso ayamfre was a cropon rose it was part of the green book but conversation here Ziga can cause okroma bebre say normal bebre o na ni green book but the fact of the matter say the na ye the back green book nim bia no na ya de ewom na ya kire baby a project no akwakodu the way started no even some baby one year declare the funding source but the Ziga come and ya adwene say me fia man fees na ma baba tina se Kojo okọ atwape ase makwakosi 6 unit classroom ho ebia mikroma broche krobo makwakosi ebia makoye project bi ho sama jedua upon valley ama sama mpone ni pattern enam se nipa na otie me no oni mikro ni mti no wage adi even some people within their constituency obetumia within the constituency obeko krobi se bi atieku anatamakulu okwa osi ukọ upon valley ekrobi efeni KTK because so light to okra ncheye enam say the person lives in the constituency but honey kwan no wa onim woni nti na watwa ntro but ye man panyin kofo na nsen okasa na okan bibi o se Ghana fo aye to aba no sebe yenyin wa batuo mu and you can win election with deceptiveness like deceiving the people. Ghana need to about based on the way Ghana need to about based on the experience our koso tina president for say show system net to about election course no Ghana for show ma system no mo de to about coming to Rose Ziga raise concern be say nyina no ya dwen call pa say vetting committee platform no is one of the biggest platform anybody can have. Na Ziga who blame you sensible achi you can't blame him much honorable Ziga na ya amamwo no mubu ye no na man ebeto mu sa even though he was a sector minister as you rightly said and you obia na betumi aye correction she say the president akọ make his statement say why 13,000 kilometers of roads no so back out no ba beka say what the president said was wrong one shana and watching no and on the man yewura ewusu eduomi the problem okọ mu ni nyina no say he was a member of the road committee now here Kaswa road no na nado ekom say president abloti eye figure no president Mahama ye diska no say no the project no onti ase but o share a man self just after the toll butu on a bypass na wall left no on say oba fa ho saa no betumi de akwakopie eye budumbura nyina ho as part of the project no mu see market ho omu see schools so in the lump sum na money be the total sum hu no enye overpass nko a ene na money ye ya onya problem up to date enti ene na bi se bi to yeru asensu bo ache no but enye ono that was the MPP administration no na yemfa intro yemfa de ene ho ento aba ene na si Ashanti region look at say omo ye year of Rose part 1 year of Rose part 2 year of Rose part 3 I said then omo ye movie okumase no chewa part 1 part 2 part 3 na yewura o say chairman Sabonsu being the leader of government business being the majority leader then ono ani constituency abra na ban se o ye kwan in this 8 years mu no emredu mo ko ho a na omo to ni nsuo omo huro mu no because say wodi omanim ye kwan so omu hu kwan bia wo mu kro mu interchange omu promise Ashanti region is it Sofo line interchange what is it oko Anwaga junction there na ye complete but NDC aban under his excellency John Dramani Mahama near Gavins Kwame Agboja muma na no pay he is showing leadership and on the backroom staff next year strong because when you come to the Rose Committee, you know, the chairman of the Rose Committee, J. Mensa, Oshe being a former deputy minister of Rose, and now CCR he's being the chairman and the members on the committee, you know, near Gavin having the background of when it comes to the area of specialization, you know, those who have
survey
and quantity exactly. Those beauty what yasemana uhwe ni dimina his honesty willingness to deliver enye easy.
I like him.
No, you continue to like him. Now the all kind of rhetorics. Now MPP aban ye kan Rosiga. Obey Rose Bay Rose even how are you going to find the Rose? Now you what is the source of road funding and ye to what is ye totally way. No person ye 11 into on be cancel illegally. Now on be free power no almost on person on deba. You rabo just here the banya ye said the advanced air one. Do you know what he brought to parliament the last time? Bela or the buyer parliament in yeji tumu na ya approve ya. That is coming to take care of our roads the road maintenance fund. Or the bill me buy it has been enacted every year juma to take care of yen ya kwan honsem now can be under so na I said to myself this man you're MP for Wale my very good friend I'll get his name right or raise issues about no see you last week you were in the chamber saying that this mid-year budget here by
Dr. Kadio
Kabiru my very good friend we are on the same committee finance committee and Okan Rose said mo area upper west upper east near there no you were not recognized but no you are same person so ka say mo you recognize mo but na makwan ni so why so bet me play double standard now road na mo yakọ wale na mutu ya almost was it 30 million a contractor without doing anything no go and bring back that money and we can use that money to fix some of the roads. This is the man and the pen meteor ni playback no assure Ghanaian say first if you have a project without quality assurance over a project without value for money it will not happen today tomorrow and in the history of Ghana me yama yosema who say he is a sector minister oba ye to Obama no what almost every region a 16 region here man he came to Western region so he saw what is it board here to Asenkregua road he saw the several roads like a constituency of which he has fair idea like Ushe a choir MPP ko road the Kaumuja to the tune of 20 billion Ghana cedis go to the Cocoa Road sector in my hometown in my constituency a road which leads to my hometown Adesu Afrancie Kojo it will shock you say when I engage the contractor no equal so with the view say abani benye scanner what you are like a source of like pre-financing why year kwan na not a dime was given to the contractor where Jack kwan was the same thing the rampon the same thing until yera but just say a normal way they be CBM is the reason why I buy yet to normal say the road maintenance fund be taking care of your road maintenance road near yeno crowd kromano I want to share to say we are coming to get a specific fund now you bet to media bra your infrastructure development means that existing roads why are you maintaining no we have to add on now the FNA then say aban but ade amount for bebre the bokro no wo kroma ni say wo hwe Public Finance Management Act at 332 no 4 e chen say before see the huge projects it is a cathedral it is a hospital sakesi say roads no ese mo ba parliament to seek for parliamentary approval into no will give the sector minister no it will be a responsibility of say he should be reporting to parliament the state of the project,
okay.
the amount involved.
Okay.
But because previous government, MPP administration, they were not resorting to this Public Finance Administration Act, which is by law. But they were not doing it. So contract normal award here with that specific source of funding. And Kojo see a boy and some Agoja say. He says Kroma, ma kwenya see a baba ye kwine. It is sell baba ye baba ye ebia. Ye who funding. So by a Francia abroche kobo dia go say twentwena ana jedua people so area. I was a Kumase kwana. There's no source of funding near the normal kosiso. And no na me abedu Kroma here a KPD anymore. This will be a thing of the past.
Okay.
Tono ye baba ye no see ye baba ye no electronic one. Na now raise concern bi am dem no see no. Ya ye Kroma ye be ni ye ni ye. Say emedu na ba na clauses some be no form there no be no sky one say advanced one na e no ma be ko ye ne sky so ye gia let me dey di adwuma beba back
yes, I'm always proud to see my MP delivering. He is so humble and respectful, a leader we don't want to lose. Dear honorable, we are grateful to you for your working on our roads. Jima from Wasa Mosiaso. Okay, and also ne die no 32 minutes past the hour of 9 a.m. You go so ewa hanum yen koni ani imbus fo nkodi nkomo ne eba back ye ma yen immune booster no ye boost ni wi a ye ba back na be run up na fi ye de dwumedie no aba awie ye imboost ye ni nkomo
Yatena say de ye na Nyankopon asibiem se wode akyeye na afiriso tiefo nyina no ye mama kwa babiem abadwumedi kasie so any free sharp help said the matter dada na sharp help say na ye imboostable mixture ye sanomane se policy ni no edro no ebi enesi manimu say na tie na wunya bi no mo a ne package no na efe keke ne mom no edro na nkasa so eye adwuma yie pa che say ewura nipadua ni ma say de me brother ka kire wo no wo se e boost immune system no na abo nipadua na ma natumi ako adinyarewa so nkunim sa na tie pepepe asem ni yetiawa nipadua wo ni immune system wo nipadua ni no se no wa ahoden a ye nipadua na nkasa timi ko adinyarewa nyina so nkunim eti na iwu tie me na say yare bi chetew yare bi haw yare ota yare pa na chese nkwam wo nipadua nim no na ahoden no ekofom na enema bebre so na nipa ye ya ema ye nkwam ano ahoden kofom ti na wotwi yasema ye ka nyina ne say immune system de na ahoden enyina eye imboostable mixture enti imboostable mixture as your immune shield eno ene no eka ho asem so with the imboostable mixture eye wo bambofo ama immune system na nasa nkwam ano enti nkwam a wo nipadua nim so opesa obo ho ban na wo se udi imboostable mixture ema nipadua no ya number say didi juma 0246 20 84 96 0246 20 84 96 and 0540 71 01 13 0540 71 13 Medofo na meka bibi se enioma bebre na nipa ye ya etimi ma ye immune system no na ho ode ekofom yembre ni so na enso so ebebobo kakra so ni a kire o senti a wo se wodi imboostable mixture mani padua no na nkwamo no enya ahoden ewiase anasa asase so ewo ye wo lifestyle enioma bebre factors bebre a ema immune system na ho ode no kofom ebi eye yedidie poor diet na chese wadidie na nkasa won hyeda eni die anasa unuane na wudi no won hyeda enya balanced diet nutritions na ewom no ewo form kire enuane muro na ewo waduane ewudi no se wo form u sugar nuane ewudi no edoso a chen said the woody vegetables ni we na ebetimi ama wo how aba nkwam a ye ka ho asem yi eso ebi ana wadwuma a wo ye unya kwan tinetini wo mpom adwuma no wo sore kwa anopa na wo te ho no ma wo te AC asesa wontim wo bibia osomane akofa edi abrel wo soso a wo sore no wo anya exercise bia eno wakotena asesa wo ba fie no abedidi no wada eno na wugusu a wo ye mepa cha wo ahwe a ebetimi ama nkwam ano na ho ode akofom na nso ni nyina mu no imboostable mixture yi wo ho se epeja nkwam ana ho ode etie bia wutie mi na wo ye obi a wo ntantini tin wo mpom yie wadidie no enhye dantwa yie papa ema imboostable mixture ye ka ho asem ema ne mpa wo ho da wo ye obi a onom nsaden obi wɔ hɔ nom a once a while bi no anom bi betie obi no mo hɔ ɔmo de ayo ɔmo nso ɔmo nom me pacho imbustable mixture yi ebe boost immune system no na nsaden a wanom ama nkwamwa no ewuo no etumi apagya na ho ɔden ni ebiemu afei nso so ye wɔ nipa bebra ɔmo stress ɔmo nyɛ sɛ nipa bebre mpo ɛyɛ akɔyɛ sɛ wiase nipa nyina yɛ stress ye ho esan sɛ wiase kɔ nanim eti ahokyerɛ no kwa na ɛkɔ so obia pɛ sɛ ɔhwɛ na busua obia pɛ sɛ onya baabi di ne tituo eti adwuma ne akeka abɔso bebre ye nya mpo na me free station bi na eba me nua ba ma me ne kasa o say me that 12 no ma sorry 3 me pa cho wote sa onkwam anu na ho ade no ebe kofom so nipadua no entimi enkunti anyarewa enti wo pon anom imbustable mixture yi na fa yi stress free nipadua nim na wo da obi oso kra de onya bre so obeda na nso so ntumi na kra insomnia ye kanfo imbustable mixture e dia mam afa environmental factors so a etini kofa ohaw de bre nipadua eye ye mfra ma ye sei no ye de chemicals say yensuo and na afa so weather changes ni nyina timi kofa how e de bre immune system no na se ebe ha code ti atese a enkure nya mpanimfo nya saa na tie e kan ye ho e na afa so ye chemicals a ye de ye niema sesei ensuo a ye de chemicals say no wonum bi ko nipadua ni ma ebetimi aha immune system no eno nti ne ye kanfo imbustable mixture e de ama wo se enioma ye bobosu e ye dan a etoda kwan from aboni nya wa na wo pese obehua wonam kromo obi ka enwusie free to a eba no wontimi nya wo ho hwe ebi be ko mu nom imbustable herbal mixture na fa ani omeni nyina free nipadua ni mu thousands era nipadua ni mu nyina afa free mu afa ye wo nyarewa bebre medical conditions a eno so etimi kofa ohaw bre immune system no nyarewa bebre ne era nipadua ni mu kofa ohaw edibre immune system ne o yare bi ti say HIV virus ono kwa de oba se de nanisi ye den no oba so obewiki immune system no eno nti wo beti a ye se obi nya AIDS a ye se ne nipadua no etimi nkunti anyarewa eti yare bia ba nipadua no so anaka adentia HIV virus no abese immune system no wa wiki no ye kanfo imbustable mixture diama oni etuye nuanu mo HIV virus ni bi se wo da dro so mpa wo de fa imbust no ka ho na fa boost immune system na sense we natural side effect bia enim ebebo apapa ebia yare krankro so na aba diabetes cancer ni nyina wo nipadua nim kidney no ohawa ba ho liver no ohawa ba ho a doctor ama wodro de na so wan hwe betima wiki immune system no eti wo sa wo di imbustable mixture no epeja nkwamo na ho ode biom na atumi akon edisa anyarewa ne so nkunim afa ade ba akoso ne se nipa bebre no munuro bia obi okra won kan ho side effect ho no onhwe nipa bebre na anu munuro a etimi ewiki omu immune system ofa edro bia ye antibiotic a wonum ni bebra me pacho ebetimi wiki immune system no enu nti na se okoto antibiotic na se unkra doctor's prescription a pharmacy for mo nton ma medofo awutie me se won pese wo immune system be ye wika num imbustable mixture ebi kra na bra ye kan wonum bia na wunim na immune system no aye weak enu nti kakra bia na wo yare kakra bia na yare abani padua num imbustable mixture police ni na dro no na emwa wo pa afa nipa bia wu nyina ya na wapomden no ente se obi a ya wo ne foforo ana obi oye babunu no nti no me papa no ma mutie me ye kanfo imbustable mixture dia ma wo se ebra wanya mfie aduosi anum ana se 70 years a wo de kɔ wanimu yi wonum imbustable mixture na ebepeja nkwamo na ho oden ama na nya ho oden soronko na nipadua no atumi ako adi nyarewa ebe nipadua nim ene de aba no adi enisun kunim imbusta ye ka ho asem yi no eboa ma moja so di afurusane yie boost immune system no ekra phytochemical compounds bebre eboa ma moja di afurusane yie na ebo ho ban free nyarewa bebre ho bacteria virus infections omura nipadua ma omokofa nyarewa edebre yi etimedofo awutie me adanse so ewo imbustable mixture ho nti no ene ye kanfo dia ma wo se won so wonum bia nyame be ya adom na yare bia echeche wo no watumi edi sunkunim na afi wasan so abo ho ban afri nyarewa ho Dama pharmacy so ashama hwa temano na boache wo ho okanshi drug na herbal shops akase ne nketo nyina ebi ewo mu afega na hafa na babia pharmacy nketo na akase herbal shops akase ne nketo nyina obehu imbustable mixture ewo honom onsaka bi na wo nom a kapo keto na ehyeso no benum 2 anopa bra woni diye awia benum 2 anwumra akoda no no anum 2 ebeyi stress afri ni padua nim na abo ho ban afri nyarewa ho afa ye numbers edidi duma obetumi afra ye 02 0246
0246
20 84 96 and 0540 71 13. But of me do see an account who say imbustable Mr. Dia Pomdema pa and our Pomdema pa see imbustable Mr.
Okay, ain't no 41 minutes past the hour of 9. Yeah, the Jumediano baby and Casabat, as I say, my honorable running up in a minute. Now, fee, yeah, the age Medina Equity. Also, my host, Mr. Host, greetings to Fantastic Ziga. Honorable homeboy is the eye of Wasa Amenfi East. Your leadership is exceptional, very respectful, just like your followers. My greetings to my Amenfi East constituency, Salom Dankwah on Offing and on the way by Honorable. 1 minute Rafi boning out of my mina just a minute na fi enko Mr. Wa
near we cry but we the menda wase na the American say ebanu rosa the assurance say ebetimi aye rosa you say economy no na gina eno tinye wi amahama 1 pen no aye boa ma economy na gina. The minister has assured us say by the close of this month obey injected the President Mahama through area to force we are going to inject 4 billion abekrom ha. The minister also assured us through a media budget and they say 166 constituencies are you pay road every year be 10 kilometers no or aside that you pay more you pay bridges no I'm fees so I'm live here out I'm kromo mosia so amani krom kropon akobro so angagaro so ya capture and Japatan roads enti wo share me Esunia bridge several road na be benefiting. But what I'm saying say Ghana for because one with the difference between NDC and MPP because yeah and this is the reality na adorn on MPP is the reason why Enwayera Asensu Buache I was expecting him to say omu twan trust omo 13,000 kilometers of roads na the omo here no come chair say we re-graveling this no omo here reshaping say no omo here bitumen say no omo here asphalting say no omo here but bekasa sa Yera Gavin Abuja are you ready to work with like Oshe Yera Amakofibu adopa menchi na membo na baso Andra what he did abra ministers nyina abeshia he's a leader
Blue water gas from so much
blue water gas Yera Amakofibu ahwe ne sanu njuma ni bi no ntime so mechi omu nyina say ebodina bi ebebo na yeje nt blue water gas amafis mechi omu nyina mechia obia.
And a happy birthday to you, Nana Ofosu Peter AJ of CAC Pig Farm Assembly. Happy birthday to you, or Nana Ofosu Peter AJ. We if you're Benny Sakwa Honom, happy birthday to you. And then a happy birthday to you, Modrin Edu. We if you're Stephen Hall Modrin, happy birthday to you. And then happy birthday to you, Matilda Boateng of Manso Antwa Chrome. Where if you Spain Boga Honom Zaragoza. Happy birthday to you, Matilda Boateng of Manso Antwa Chrome. And then happy birthday to you, Mrs. Frida Asamoah Boateng. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Yeko.
Boss.
Ose
Mrs. Frida Asamoah Boateng.
Yes.
Madam Frida on the Dimechi.
Oh, Unia.
On the Dimechi.
Oh, okay.
One mother, one father.
Oh, okay.
Biological sister.
Oh, okay.
Frida Asamoah Boateng.
Oh, okay.
AKA Madam Frida.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
okay.
happy birthday to you.
All right.
I love you. I love you.
Yeah, that's a part. And this is where all the curtains down, leaving you with the man Jolaka, coming to you